Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Capricorn. It's time to have a look and see what is going on with regards to the week starting February 15th, 2021. And yes, we've gone back to doing weekly horoscopes. I know I've been changing things around a lot. I'm trying to find a good system. I actually really enjoyed doing the bi-weeklies a lot. But, just in addition to being punished by the YouTube algorithm for, upload pace or how much I'm uploading when, and just sort of a mixed message overall when it came to the feedback. Like, the comments were overwhelmingly positive, but whenever I did a poll, it was like 50-50 across the board. I was kind of feeling a little ambivalent about going forward with that. And then I talked to a really good friend of mine, and he made a salient point about information overload and how might that not be something that often gets addressed. And so I was like, well, you know what? I take constructive feedback. If I can work with that feedback, and it's a salient point like that, heck yeah, I'm going to make an adjustment. So I did. So we're back to doing weekly. However, when it comes to astrology, this week's astrology is actually affecting 2 weeks anyway, because we're going to be talking about the new moon in Aquarius that happens on the 11th of February, but its energy and its influence goes all the way through the 25th, 26th, depending on where you live in the world. And so for this particular video, just think of it as 2-week astrology, 1 week tarot. So this new moon is actually occurring in Aquarius, your second house of earned income, employment, as well as your values, valuables, and your job, all of that good stuff. And this is forming a square to Mars, which is in your 5th house of love, romance, your relationships with your children or having children, as well as manifestation, creativity, what you're trying to birth into the world. And there's something going on where a new role or a new opportunity is coming your way that is going to generate a great opportunity for abundance in your life, but it may distance or challenge you from elements of your personal life. And so we need to make sure we can still make space for that and make space for the new opportunity at the same time. How you've carried on your personal life until now, however, you've been carrying it on, is going to need to be able to be adjusted. And we may even also want to see what other areas of our lives we can kind of work around so we can still have that time for our creativity, our personal path, our personal projects, our love life, our kids. This does look very promising. A breakthrough, however, that may require some break-offs elsewhere. In fact, your life's work, or a breakthrough in your life's work, is going to actually require you to have a breakthrough, in your way of life. And so maybe just kind of redoing the whole thing, maybe that's absolutely where it is right now. As we get on to your spiritual themes, what's going on with, again, the main theme, the main story of this whole week, you've got the 6 of Swords upright. And a lot of you Capricorn people are getting a chance to leave a very tumultuous period of your lives behind. Because I'm actually seeing with the 6 of Swords and getting very much, just the classic interpretation of the 6 of Swords coming through, which, again, it's not in my interest to defer to tradition, but if my higher self and my higher levels are pointing there, then I go there. And with the 6 of Swords, it's about moving into a clearer, calmer space that I do feel, however, is you stepping also into the unknown. We are moving on up in all respects, but you're essentially also stepping out of almost every way you've carried on your life. With the Six of Swords, you are guaranteed to be, again, going from choppy to smoother waters. But there are certain things that you are going to have to trust yourself to be guided to, because you might not necessarily know not only where you're going next, but you might not necessarily know how you are actually achieving this. I do not see you going this alone this week. I do see a lot of guides coming your way, both in the spirit and in the physical. And it does feel with the Six of Swords that you are being taken by the hand. I feel like this particular artist's depiction of the Six of Swords is inaccurate for you, because I don't see you rowing your own boat. I'll put it that way. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your finances, your job, your money, your abundance, your living situation as it relates to practical affairs, you have the Lovers upright. And a beautiful new win-win opportunity is being put on the table for you. A win-win for you, a win-win for maybe your new boss or a new business partner, a new living situation, new contract, new alliance is coming through. And with the Lovers card, it's something where it does actually feel like everyone is bringing a piece that another person is missing in their personal puzzle. Now, one of the things about this Lovers card I'm also seeing is that this is actually answering multiple questions or addressing multiple areas of your life at once. This could be one of those really cool opportunities where we find out that this new job is also hooking us up with an answer to maybe something that we're dealing with at home at the same time, or maybe a new financial opportunity, new financial contract is also allowing us to also take on some kind of service or resource that we can put to work elsewhere, and so on and so forth. There's kind of like a multifaceted gift coming through. For those of you who are currently employed, or those of you who are just thinking about money in general, the Lovers card upright is actually setting up a commitment to an income avenue and a source of security that is actually going to be an improvement on what you're used to, but also something that is sort of setting the new bar for what you are bringing home and keeping for yourself every month going forward for a good while. As we get on to your communications with friends, relatives, maybe other people in your life, you've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And I'm actually seeing that you are also getting very close with a friend that is actually very strongly invested or involved in an area of your life that you're very passionate about. And with the Knight of Pentacles, they may actually consider that to be their home or their domain as well. Whether this is career or this is, creativity, art, your spiritual path and practice. The Knight of Pentacles is showing up here, but they're showing up with some kind of proposition, some kind of gift. And you do look to this person as somebody that not only you can trust, but that is somebody that would only offer you something that you could use, would only put something on the table for you that you would actually be able to put to work for yourself. And it does look like this may even be something that generates a bit more either income or security in some other fashion for you if you'll take it on. As we get on to your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Pentacles, no, I said Pentacles already with the Knight. Five of Cups in reverse. And I feel like your biggest challenge, Capricorn, is knowing when to start accepting replacements for things that are gone and things that are going. Now, whether this is accepting replacements for things that maybe you have not been willing to replace just yet, and there's a lot of reasons, if we're not willing to replace or fill a hole in our life because, it was held by a friend that moved away, or it was held by a job or whatever, you're getting replacements coming back to you, whether you are feeling mentally and emotionally prepared or not. And with the Five of Cups reversed, your challenge is to know when to accept these new goodies, and where you are actually getting thrown a bone to finally move on. Because with the Five of Cups reversed, we get a chance to get acquainted with these better prospects, greener pastures, calmer waters. But as with all tarot and astrology, right, it's not fatalistic. And run, don't walk from any reader who says that it's just destined, there's nothing you can do. Okay, run, don't walk from those people, they're predators. You have the final say. The cards and the astrology bring you to the date. They bring you to the meeting. They bring you to the interview. They bring you to the moment. What you do in that moment, that is where your free will decides whether it stays, goes, or turns into something else. And so when you have all of these replacements showing up, when you have all of these opportunities coming to you, accept them if you're ready, because they're showing up whether you're ready or not. I think it'd be good for you to do it. Okay, so all my Capricorn friends who watch my videos, come on. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance, partnerships, you've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. And I'm actually seeing a lot of you single and available Capricorn people actually getting put into a situation where insecurities are going to be flaring up for both you and possibly a new person. But I'm not feeling this Knight of Cups reversed as sort of like the kind of insecurities that raise red flags to me. Sometimes the Knight of Cups reversed raises a red flag and the red flag's on fire. Sometimes the Knight of Cups reversed takes you on a tour of the plant where they make the red flags. But I don't get that with this one. I feel like with the Knight of Cups reversed, you're actually getting a chance to sort of approach or go on a journey with a type of person or a type of relationship that either due to lack of availability, bashfulness, or insecurity, you've not necessarily been able to let yourself enjoy before. And the same may be happening with the other person. So it's important to know how to gently but also considerately and openly take things slow to encourage a healthy development if you choose. As we get on to those of you who are currently in existing partnerships, the Knight of Cups reverse is indicating that a partner is going to be taking some very brave steps, or you both may be taking some very brave steps around a mutual insecurity, a mutual fear that maybe we have both let become sort of a third person, metaphorically speaking, in our relationship, or a third adult in our family unit. And this Knight of Cups reversed energy is saying the healing opportunity is here, but we're going to want to make sure that we are both being considerate and holding each other accountable for seeing this through and supporting one another. So that is what I've got for you, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.